Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine. We have 2 more episodes for you and 1 very highly anticipated episode from me. So we're watching episode 8 of season 1, which is The Passenger, and then we are moving right along into episode 9, Move Along Home, which is an episode that has been hyped to me to no end because people have been saying that this episode sucks so much that I should skip it, that I won't be able to erase it from my mind, that it will linger with me till the end of time and make me suffer. That is how much people despise this episode. I've gotten a lot of comments saying to skip Move Along Home, so I decided to not skip Move Along Home, and I just want to watch it and enjoy it, maybe laugh at it if it's really, really bad. I don't know, I'm just really curious about how an episode can spark so much sadness. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So when we turn the light, we said what color? It should be boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I actually don't really know what color to go, so I'm gonna go pink because I never really go pink in Star Trek, and I'm going pink because it's just a really random, weird color for, I feel like, these 2 episodes, and I feel like that's gonna be fun to watch Move Along Home in pink. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut reactions to all of my DS9 episode reactions, as well as early access reactions to Star Trek Deep Space Nine that come out up to 3 weeks early. That's right, 3 weeks early. Anyways, thank you so much if you check out my Patreon. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, before we get into Move Along Home, we have to get into The Passenger. So I hope you enjoy my reaction to Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 1, Episode 8, The Passenger.
The tricorder clearly showed.
Ah, yes, well, tricorder. Very accurate with live people, not so accurate with dead ones.
Fair enough.
Very impressed, Doctor.
And well, you should have been. I impressed myself on that one, actually. I just seem to have a talent, I suppose. A vision.
Dude, I love Bashir.
Fate has granted me a gift, Major. A gift to be a healer.
He's so full of himself, and I love it. Because he's so naive about it as well.
This is the Federation ship Rio Grande. We're on our way.
Oh, let's go. Let's go save this ship.
Toxic gas levels are rising. We've got no more than 10 minutes breathing time left in here.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, there's someone right there.
I'm reading another life form.
What is it, Bashir?
Prisoner is transporting. He started the fire to escape.
The prisoner.
Wait, don't go in there.
Wait, who is this person?
Systems are out.
Oh,
I've managed to stabilize the structural
nice.
integrity field.
Who are you?
To get him to the emergency unit on the runabout.
Computer, for to transport.
Oh my days. Make me live. What the heck? He's so creepy.
This one I can't bring back.
What? He's dead? Wait, they just hyped this guy up so much and he just died? Da-na-na-na, da-da-da-da. Oh, I still love it. Still love it. We'll always love it. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba. So you want to like pump your fists in the air while the song is playing, but you also want to go to sleep and you also want to meditate at the same time. Wait, can you imagine if this woman is the prisoner? That would be a twist.
Where is he? Where's Vantika?
Your prisoner, he's dead.
Oh, that's not good.
I want to see it.
When you're feeling
Why?
stronger.
What's going on with this
No.
guy? Maybe he isn't actually dead.
Activity in the visual cortex.
Miss Kajada, I assure you, he is dead.
I don't know, man.
Description doesn't begin to do justice to the horrors he's responsible for in my world.
Jeez.
He's quite brilliant in his own way. A man of science.
He's like a con.
20 years.
Oh! Oh my days. He's dead, woman. He's dead, please.
Of course.
Wow, she really
Have
needs to know, though.
someone
He must actually be the most horrible person in the world.
to make sure there are no anomalous life forms on board.
Maybe he's a shapeshifter or something.
Sure, that's necessary.
Very sure.
I kind of hope he isn't dead.
Poor woman. She's obviously infatuated with me.
I don't think so.
In her eyes when she looks at me.
An allergic reaction.
Dude, Ono's so good at the comebacks.
You think everyone in the galaxy should be as lonely and as miserable as you are. As hard as it may be.
Dude, Quark is speaking facts.
The sight of a familiar face, a feel, a smooth
Oh my god, Cork. Oh my god, Cork.
things,
Even things you can't have.
especially things I can't.
Like that nice bucket that you want, Odo?
Duridium shipment. Is there a duridium shipment coming here?
What's this about iridium shipment?
I'm afraid that it is. Lieutenant George Primmin, Starfleet Security. And if you don't mind...
Okay, but this is Odo's shit, buddy.
Fingerprints, cerebral cortex scans, retinal patterns all matched up perfectly with the records Kajar.
Oh, I really hope it's not him, though.
Why was he coming here?
Well, that Cobliad.
The Duridium.
The iridium shipment.
So he was coming here to hijack a shipment.
Exactly.
Wow. And then sell it for a lot of money.
Let's do her the courtesy of granting her requests as long as they're not too far out of line.
Okay, that's nice at least.
Up here.
That's okay, Major. I'll fill him in later on any...
Come on, let Odo in. Yeah, me, Kira. That's me too.
So could half a dozen others.
It's hard to keep a secret in a place like this, Lieutenant. It's not a start.
Yeah, that's fair.
Odo was probably making sure that Quark knows we know he knows.
Ah, interesting.
Is it, sir? If you want my opinion...
Actually, I don't.
Cisco, Cisco, Cisco.
You might even learn a few new things about station security from our constable. Clear.
Very clear, sir.
Now, regarding the shipment.
Dude, I'm so glad Cisco stood up for Odo. You know, my favorite Cisco is actually angry Cisco, or like, you know, stern Cisco. It's just, he's just so, you know what I mean? I would like to see more dad Cisco, though.
None at all.
Just because I'm from Starfleet Security doesn't mean I don't respect your opinion.
I'm so glad he just said this at least.
Got it, and I'll see if there's anything...
I thought he was going to be stubborn about it, but it seems like he's good.
If you have any suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them.
What?
Did they get deleted or something?
Everything in active memory has been accessed and...
Oh no. The guy must be still alive. Or it's the woman. I think it's the woman.
I know Vantika. I've learned to think as...
I think it's her. That's my theory. She is actually the evil one.
It makes perfect sense. Try to access the single file and you'd be stopped.
Yeah.
Different lockouts that I put in to protect it.
But you would...
But access every file at the same time.
runs throughout the entire facility but isn't covered by security.
The lighting controls.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
I'm
something like
showing
that.
an unauthorized...
Replicators have been used before for disease, right?
You know that, for certain. Without having to check.
Yeah, she's been chasing him for 20 years. She did say that at the start. Unless she is Vantika.
He used prisoners for his illegal experiments in cellular longevity.
Oh my days.
Yesterday, they'll have to coordinate with Cobliad security, I'd say another 12 hours.
That's too long.
We will operate under the assumption that Vantika is alive.
Okay, Cisco. Okay, Cisco.
What's on your mind?
My resignation.
What? Why?
I believe Major Kira was...
I don't need anyone's affection. I do need clear jurisdiction or I am out.
Okay. Okay, Odo.
I like you, Odo. I like to know where a man stands. There's never been any question of that with you.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Understandable.
You're going to have to work with Primmin. The two of you have to find a way to get along.
Is he gonna stay for the rest of the show?
Who's in charge?
In joint operations like this one, you are.
Good.
I could live with that arrangement.
Dude, I love Cisco in this episode as well. This is probably one of my favorite Cisco performances besides the very first episode.
I found it in Vantika's personal belongings.
What is it?
A map of the humanoid brain.
Of the humanoid brain.
Knows what else there might be. Somebody may have lost some valuable jewelry or something.
So clean harder. Oh no. Oh no, Quark.
You can't be Vantika.
I told you to expect me at this hour.
Wait, this is so creepy.
Almost, but not quite.
I hate his whisper. I hate his whisper. My theory of the woman is looking less likely and less likely. But I will believe it until the end.
In fact, I tried to call you last night, but you never responded to the comm.
Ah! I think it's her. I think it's her.
Reo Vantika.
They must have overlooked something.
Dex Bashir.
She's either Vantika or she's helping Vantika. That's what I think.
Come to my lab.
I'll be right there.
But I think she is the big bad.
The body dies, the consciousness lives on.
In another brain.
Possible?
Oh, that's interesting.
A humanoid only uses a small portion of the brain.
What if another entity shared the unused portion?
I actually use 200% of my brain. I'm such big brain.
They're both Kobliad. What better place to hide than in the mind of your worst enemy?
Oh, he's in there right now. She isn't him, but she also is him.
This is all theoretical, but to extend the logic, there's no reason to believe she'd even be aware of his...
It's like a second personality.
At the very least, she has to be left out of our security plans.
She won't like that.
Yeah, not at all. But you can't tell her why either.
What kind of fool are you?
My own special variety.
I'm the only one here who...
I'm a fool with a bucket.
When is the shipment scheduled to arrive?
I can't give you that information.
Ah, interesting.
What about him?
From what I understand, he has his hands into everything around here.
Don't go ask him. And you know what? She's right. He is using him in his plans.
A normal risk wouldn't work for you, that's for certain. So what do we...
These are the mercenaries?
You'd still be rotting in a Cardassian jail if I had.
Oh, interesting. Oh, you are so clumsy as well. Oh no. Oh, I thought she was gonna die, but she did not die.
Pushed. Vantika?
What? She was pushed? I thought she just fell. I thought she just tripped.
Did you see anybody behind her?
I just heard.
What if she pushed herself?
Iridium shipment.
I resent the inference.
It's not an inference, it's a definite suspicion.
But until we find the transfer method Vantika used, I'm not even sure what to look for.
Yeah, what do you look for?
At Dax.
Lieutenant Dax is in the stasis room.
Dax does have 2 brains, so she would be of help.
My guess is that's what Vantika was trying to do.
Using his fingernails.
Oh, interesting.
Into his victim's skin, but there were no hyposprays or needles anywhere on the ship.
It must be his fingernails, and I can understand why she'd think that.
You're suggesting he stored his consciousness in that thing?
His consciousness in a microscopic generator. That's actually so sick.
His last resort before death.
No!
Will they show up in Kajada?
It's in Bashir!
Now that we know what we're looking...
Bashir is... Oh my god, it's Bashir. It's Bashir, it's Bashir, it's Bashir, it's Bashir.
As I said. Nice work.
It has to be Bashir, because he touched Bashir before he died and he said, keep me alive or something like that.
If there's more than a 0.03% fall off, replace it.
If it's not Bashir, I will breakdance on my bed. No, if it's not Bashir, I can't breakdance. If it's not Bashir, I'll do 10 jumping jacks. It is Bashir!
We didn't mean to disturb you, Doctor.
Dude, I figured it out so last second.
Not at all, gentlemen.
Ah, let's go! And the badge is off. Dude, come on, Dax, piece it together.
What the hell are you doing in there? I told you to sweep the docking bay again.
Could shut down our whole defense array.
I've already done that twice today.
I know, I didn't.
Okay, but I did it a 3rd time.
Then I went to the backup system, and I found a glitch there I couldn't explain.
Oh, good for this guy.
Where nobody would ever think to look because it's considered non-essential.
Interesting. Interesting!
And it's set to feed back into the primary command and control functions.
Dude, good work. Oh, someone's coming through the wormhole now.
But I'm sending the Narkova to the 2nd backup. Bay 12.
I'll send additional forces to 12.
Oh, they're working together. They're so good now.
Did you deploy a runabout to escort the Narkova?
No.
Rio Grande's going out to meet it.
On screen.
Oh, it's Bashir and crew.
I can't find him anywhere.
Computer. Who authorized access to the runabout?
Bashir.
That's code 4121. Dr. Julian Bashir.
Ah, they're gonna know now. Oh, this is actually so cool. Oh, this is not that cool.
All 12 members of the crew. If they resist, kill them.
Oh my days. And he thinks that DS9 is shut down right now too.
It's not possible. They should be shut down by now.
Well,
they're
they're
not.
not.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just sit here and wait. What do you intend?
Yeah, you'll run out of fuel eventually.
Benjamin Sisko, commander of DS9.
Ray O. Vantika.
Ah, there we go.
Unfortunately, he's not available at the moment.
It's so fun seeing the actor play an evil person.
Render him unconscious for the time being.
Okay, so he's still in there at the back.
Dr. Beam would rip apart your ship and you and everybody on board would be killed.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want Bashir to die.
You will release your holderness. You have 1 minute to decide.
1 minute!
We can't risk releasing Diridium to the system. Every populated area would have to be evacuated.
Oh, wow.
If I can design an electromagnetic pulse to disrupt those patterns,
Oh, he gets cut off.
pulse would resonate off the shields and create a reflected EM field inside the ship.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Just do it.
Perhaps.
I'm only interested in the safety of my doctor.
Aww.
Prepare to go to war.
Dude, you're no con
We've gone to
man.
great lengths.
But he is a con man. Do you get it? Do you get it?
Ready to engage. Warp engines.
You must be crazy
Yeah, this guy's a mercenary.
out of this.
Oh my days. Well, he died anyways.
Do it!
Yes, let's go! Bring Bashir home.
What? What shields? Where am I?
Do it now, buddy. No, please. Do it. Lower the shields. Yes!
The shields are down.
Thank you, Bashir. You are under arrest. Nice, Cisco.
And to beam them from Julian into this micro-containment field.
No way. No way. He's just gonna be in there. Wow, Vantika is just a metal disc now. What a life. I hope his favorite music is heavy metal. Subscribe for more jokes.
Dr. Bashir, I'm so sorry for all of this.
Well, I suppose we should have listened to you when you said.
Yeah, I didn't even believe you.
Control what he was doing to you.
I'm afraid I don't.
And I'm sorry that I thought that it was you, woman. I'm very sorry.
It wasn't you. It was that.
Yeah, can we destroy it with a sledgehammer or something?
The prisoner. What's left of him.
Good.
Oh my god. Oh my god, absolutely killed him. That's what I thought. Oh my god, I wanted that to happen, but I didn't think they'd do it. That was just pure execution. Hey, that was a good episode. That was actually one of my favorites. That was just fun. And I didn't expect Bashir until right before Bashir, you know what I mean? And that was my reaction to The Passenger, episode 8 of season 1 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And this episode was very fun. It was actually one of my favorites of the season so far. It was just a very interesting concept. First of all, we had this prisoner who had died on the ship and this woman. And I thought the woman, the passenger, like the title was going to go relate to the woman that we saw on the ship that lived. I thought she was just going to be all paranoid or something like that. Or she was actually the prisoner and she had put that guy into the cell and was lying about it. I thought that was going to be like the deception. I thought that's how it was going to go. But then they introduced this really cool concept of someone putting their brain, like taking their brain, their consciousness, and placing it inside someone else's brain. Like that is just so cool. And you know, like dual personalities, multiple personalities is like an actual thing that exists. So, and I was thinking of like Split, for example. If anyone seen Ed Night Shyamalan Ding Dong's movie Split, you like know like that's a pretty fun multiple personality movie. But yeah, I was thinking about that and I was like, wow, this is like such a cool concept that I didn't expect this to be what this episode was going to be about. But then, I was like, okay, the woman that came on board as the passenger is going to be sharing her mind with the prisoner. Like that just makes sense. Like they were having her do things and then she would say about them later and they would be like really suspicious and you're like, oh, she has to be it. But you know what? They were red herrings, and looking back on them, they were like very obvious red herrings as well. I shouldn't have believed them, but I fell for it. I fell for the writer's trick. So the writers, I guess, did a good job. And you know what? The lady fell as well. She was pushed off a balcony, and I thought she had pushed herself, which would have been kind of funny, but Bashir pushed her. But in the end, I realized it was Bashir as soon as Dax found the little generator, microscopic consciousness generator thing under the fingernails. I was like, oh my god, it has to be Bashir, because Bashir was the only one that was touched right before he died, so it has to be Bashir. And then I thought it was going to be revealed a lot later, but then it was actually revealed like 2 minutes later into the episode. So maybe that was the point that the writers wanted you to figure it out, or maybe I still caught it early. And you know what, I was proud of myself for thinking that it was Bashir before they actually revealed it was Bashir. I was proud of myself for deducting that, you know what, call me Sherlock Holmes or something. Maybe my judgment was off for like 70% of this episode, but for the last 30%, it was right on track. But then after that, you know, it was really fun seeing the actor who plays Bashir be evil. You know, that was just like really interesting. But it was also not just like be evil. It was be evil, but also pretend to be a species of alien that isn't a human. They're humanoid but isn't a human, so they're not used to the human body. So it was very interesting, and I don't know if this was a choice because he was playing some being that isn't human, or if it's just the actor's choice to do this. But his face was like a little goofy, but I think for me at least, it didn't take away from his performance of being evil. I thought it actually added to it, because in my mind I was like, oh, this guy isn't used to a body like this. He's used to a humanoid body, but he isn't used to a human body, human functionality, human brain. And so obviously his facial expressions and his movements are going to be a little clunky. And that's what Bashir's face looked like. You know, his mouth was opening really wide all the time. His eyes were opening really wide all the time. He was talking a really slow, kind of stuttery dialogue, I guess. Like, it just, like, it wasn't natural. It didn't look natural. And I was wondering, like, was that like an actual intentional choice from the actor who plays Bashir to do that because he thought about it? He thought about this alien inside of him doing it? Or was it just his attempt at being evil and there was no more thought behind it, and he just ended up having this like goofy performance, but it worked because it makes sense in the context of the story as well? I don't know. That's actually something that I was just thinking about. I was like, but you know what? I liked his performance. I want to see evil Bashir more often. You know, I kind of hope that some of the consciousness of this guy is still inside Bashir, so we get like pure evil Bashir one day. You know, that would be sick. Pure evil Bashir. Then besides that, you know, the guy died. He actually got blasted by the woman, like absolutely blasted. I was joking when I said it would be funny if they sledgehammered him, like they should just sledgehammer the disc. But then the lady just phasers him to death. So, I mean, fair enough. I think if you really wanted him to suffer, though, you would let him live inside that metal disc forever, because that's a punishment in itself. That is a punishment. It'd be like some Black Mirror episode. If you have seen Black Mirror, you know what I mean. But besides that, I loved this episode. I liked Odo and the other security guy as well. I liked how they butted heads at the start, but then at the end of the episode they were working together. I quite liked that. I hope that lieutenant guy, like that other security guy, stays, because he seemed like a genuinely nice guy, an interesting guy. So it'd be cool if he stays, and then I can actually learn his name. Odo and Quark had some nice moments as well. Quark also has a crush on Dax, which is very interesting. And yeah, I really enjoyed this episode overall, but I'm hoping to really enjoy the next episode even more, because this next episode coming up is episode 9 of season 1, Move Along Home. The most anticipated episode for me I've had yet, because people have said that this episode is so terrible they want to purge it from the memory forever. This episode has changed people according to the comments, and I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people are saying. I think people have like hyped it up to be a lot worse than it actually is, but I'm still excited to see how this episode messes up, or why this episode is considered bad. Like, I don't know. I'm just anticipating this episode so much. And so, without further ado, I'm so excited. Maybe I won't be excited. Maybe I'll just be dreading to finish watching the episode halfway through. I'll be like, come on, when is this episode over? But right now, I am so excited, and I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 9 of season 1 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Move Along Home. Looking snazzy, Cisco. And his son. I haven't seen Jake in so long.
Besides, baggy's quite fashionable on Bajor right now. Lemonade.
I love baggy clothes.
Well, a lot of Bajoran girls come to the station.
You know what I mean?
Just a few weeks ago that you were playing with model starships.
Try a few years ago.
Dad, I know girls don't have cooties anymore, okay?
Talk. Young man about women.
Oh no, the birds and the bees. Here we go.
I mean it. There are some things you've got to know.
I already know them, Dad.
I don't have time now, but obviously I have a lot of damage control to do with you on this subject.
Oh, this would be the most awkward conversation of all time.
It's sort of like first date with a girl.
Oh, okay. You don't have to bring it into this context.
Cisco.
Go ahead.
The Wadi ship.
I love how different Cisco is with his son than with the crew, for example.
Tomorrow morning.
He's so much more lighthearted and happy and feels a little bit more alleviated, like the stress of his duties aren't on his shoulders when he's talking to Jake, you know?
I mean, they won't know our protocol.
It'll be fine.
Where's your uniform, Doctor?
Oh no. Ah, these are the new species. They have nice blue foreheads.
And Dr. Bashir.
Yes. Now, where are the games?
The games?
We were told you had games.
What kind of games? Oh my god, he wants to go to Quark's? There's no way. That's a good first impression. Can you believe that Quark is the reason that these two are contacting each other? Star Trek Deep Space Nine! That wasn't really singing, that was more shouting, so I'm so sorry if I just destroyed your ears there. Ah, was that Frank? Was that Brief Frank?
Don't know. We didn't ask.
Ah, there he is! It's my guy, Frank!
Do you fellas do a lot of gambling where you come from?
We like games.
Doesn't everybody?
We only like games.
At some point. So,
I think Quark is more his type of people.
What would you care to wager? Oh.
What is that?
What a handsome container. There's an old Ferengi expression. Good things come in small packages.
That's true.
Sticks?
Clon pigs.
What is that?
Many different uses.
What if he's just playing? What if they're just like breadsticks?
One man's priceless is another man's worthless.
Oh my god.
Take the juice.
No, Quark's just honest. I like his honest reactions here.
Except this.
That's perfect. See, I want to know what the sticks are, though.
Good lord, they won again.
Oh no, they're winning everything.
No, they couldn't have doubled again.
Oh, look, it looks like he has eye bags.
What's good about it?
Oh my god, they're winning so much.
We've only just started.
But
why are they so good? Why are they so lucky? Oh, now it's cheating. Now it's hacked.
One pinch showing. An unfortunate reversal.
Oh my god, he knows. He must know.
Nog and I were setting up a reactive ion impeller for school.
Nog is old.
What were you doing for school? I wasn't doing that at your age.
Dad, I'm 14.
I'm glad we agree on something. Go to bed.
This is literally my parents. I'll be like, Mom, I'm and Mom, I'm 20. She'd go to bed. I'm like, it's 9. Go to bed. I mean, even now that I'm older than 20, my mom says, go to bed, and it'll be like 10.
Why don't we just call it even and no hard feelings, huh? Or
I'm nervous.
do you know what holosuite is? Do you have sex on your world?
I can't believe they just said it like that. That's interesting. I never think I've ever heard sex said like that in Star Trek.
I will.
In a new game. An honest game.
Okay. What the heck kind of game is that? They had a game in a box.
Very unusual. I don't think I know this game.
Is this 5D chess?
Second shaft. Can we start at the beginning?
No.
Enter at the first shap.
Oh my days, there were no children. What? Where is he now? What the heck is happening to Cisco? You know, guys, so far this episode isn't, like, bad. It's fine.
End program. Exit!
I don't think this is holodeck, buddy. Come on, one more, please work. Oh, there we go. Maybe this is their ship or something. But how did he get here? Oh, hello.
Move along home!
What, the beans? Bashir, what's happening?
I thought I was having a nightmare. I couldn't wake up.
Wait, everyone's here. What if this is the game?
Haven't you ever had to wake yourself up out of a bad dream?
What if it's like opposite of Jumanji? Or no, it is Jumanji where you get put into the game.
And if all else fails, just yell again, Doctor.
Yeah, fair enough. That did work last time.
But when I got up, he was gone.
Have you checked his office?
The computer says he's not on the station.
That's so weird.
Why don't you go on to school?
I thought maybe mentally he was placed into the game, but it seems like physically too.
Watch the Bajoran transport passengers come on board.
You mean to look at the girls?
Yeah, to look at the girls.
Well, we were just,
Go on. When I find out...
Dude, Jake, he's so cute.
That information is not on file.
Oh, this guy is still here. Okay.
And you don't find that odd?
I heard that Wadi party went on all night.
He thinks they're just drunk.
I want a sweep of this station. And if the others are missing too, I want to know the last time anybody saw them.
Okay, let's go.
And don't call me constable. I'm chief of security.
Yes, Chief.
How much do you wish to risk on the second shap?
I don't even know what's happening.
You're required to learn as you play. Roll.
What? This is so unfair. This is basically cheating though, because he doesn't know.
Your pieces will meet the Chandra.
What does that mean? There's a child.
Alma Rain, count to 4. Alma Rain, then 3.
Oh, there's a child.
Rain, if you can see Alma Rain,
hello.
come with me. Alma Rain.
She is not interested in you. She is singing right now.
We are.
Alma Rain, if you can see.
She has a pink forehead.
Is
Women have pink foreheads and the men have blue foreheads.
I want to know where it goes.
You have to step on the green stuff, buddy.
She goes right through it.
Alma Rain, you'll come
The
with
panels on the floor.
That's what I'm saying.
If you can see Alma Rain, you'll come with me. Alma,
Good try, Bashir. But you have to sing as well.
Footsteps. Exactly.
you'll come with
But you didn't say the rhyme.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You have to say everything.
You'll come with me. Come on, just say the rhyme.
Alma Rain, then 3 more.
Oh my god, I want to see Cisco do this so bad.
Alma Rain, count to 4.
Oh yeah!
Then 3 more.
Woo!
3 more. Alma Rain, if you can see. Alma Rain.
Yeah! Kira's the worst singer of all of them. Kira sings like she's on duty.
3rd chap.
Third chap. This is part of the game. This is part of the game. They are in the game. It's Jumanji.
The short path doubles the peril to your 4 players. It also doubles your win.
Quark has no idea this is real.
I see why you find this game so interesting.
Do you?
Yes. You know,
Dude, this is real. This is life and death.
the second floor. We might,
How do they do this in their world? Do they like create people like the Tosk almost to put in their games or something? Or what happens?
Appeared. You're sure you have no idea?
Why would I know anything about...
Oh.
Peril. Double your winning.
Oh my god.
Choose their path.
Dude, he realized it's not just a game anymore.
What do they want from us?
Move along home. That's what the man told the commander.
Maybe that's what the game is.
Directions, clues, obstacles to overcome.
Oh, you're about to have another one in a second. This isn't so bad. It's a party.
Excuse me.
Dude, you just laughed at Kira's face. That's so good.
What is wrong with you people?
Oh no, that must be poisonous gas. What if you have to laugh?
You take us home.
Maybe they do have to drink and laugh and party. Yes, it is the drink. Oh, the applause. I like that way. We should all applause like this from now on. And this is how we should say thank you from now on. Shop 4, we're moving along home. It's just 5 shops, right? So they're nearing the bottom.
Go take a look.
No, wait a minute, Odo. You can't just go storming onto their ship.
He can.
Is it against Starfleet policy to press a few buttons?
Oh my god, I love Odo. Oh, what?
I'm doing fine, they're doing fine.
Choose their path.
So the players die if you exit the game.
Innings.
Walk.
Don't do. What doesn't make sense is Quark was so shocked and like scared. Oh no. He was so shocked and scared when he realized it was the 4 crew members, but now he's totally fine. That's a little strange to me.
I don't think you're taking this very seriously.
On the contrary, Major. I find the stakes to be highly motivating.
Listen.
I mean, he is a doctor, so he deals with people's life and death all the time.
Find cover if you can.
Oh no. Oh no, what are these things? Bashir, that is the worst hiding spot. Where'd he go? No, he's not dead.
Sorts of games. Now, I'm just learning this one, that's true, but I know this is the right move.
Yes, trust Quark in this.
They can advance all the way home on just one move.
Yes, okay, do it. Come on, Odo.
What?
That's what she said.
Diallo.
What?
Diallo, what does that mean?
Sacrifice one.
What? What? That is absolutely the worst option you could have gotten. Quark, I'm so sorry, but you were just unlucky. That was just the worst. It was Odo's blowing, I think.
Please.
Which player?
I don't even know which one is which.
It'd be funny if he said a name straight away.
I've learned my lesson. I'll never cheat again. I'll never cheat again.
Oh, Quark.
Please. Please. Oh.
I've never seen Quark like this, actually.
Very well.
What? You can just end it like that?
We'll program the game to select one at random.
No!
Ian, are you alright?
Oh, Dax. Wait, no, they're all here now.
We're almost out of here. Can't you see it?
Doctor.
Bashir's like a robot. Past 2 episodes, Bashir's been like a robot. Oh no, there's a cliff right there. Someone is gonna fall. Cisco, why are you sitting so close to the edge? There's an earthquake.
I'll never make it across.
There's got to be a way around this.
Cisco has balls to sit on the edge with an earthquake.
How could I live out that life knowing I left you behind, old man?
Oh.
I'd leave you behind.
Then I'm glad I'm not the one who's hurt.
Huh. Wow, yeah. Would Dax have actually left Cisco behind? That's horrible. How has no one fallen yet? Like, I feel like the game needs to try harder here. No, I'm so scared. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Kira. Oh god. They're all falling. Oh. And they're all back.
I'm afraid all your players were lost.
What?
Oh, they all died?
It's only a game.
Oh my days. Of course. I should have known. I should have known.
You might want to ask Quark just how this all started.
Oh god.
That's right. You were here for the groveling.
You were here for the groveling.
Perhaps someday a rematch.
Yeah, I'm actually down. I'm actually down. Take me to these species right now. I'll play them. And they're off. They're off to find people who are better at the game. And that was my reaction to Move Along Home, episode 9 of season 1 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So this episode, as I said in my intro to this episode, people hate this episode. I've gotten so many comments on my emissary reaction, on some of my other Deep Space Nine reactions as well. I've gotten so many comments saying that this episode is super bad, that this episode sucks, that this episode is so life-changing, that people have altered timelines because of how bad this episode has caused extinction level events. That's how bad people were putting this. But it is not an extinction level event. It is actually not even really an event. It was just a fine episode. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't great. It probably wasn't good either. But it wasn't bad, in my opinion. It was just fine. You know what I mean? Just fine. Like, I don't really feel anything towards this episode. I don't feel hatred. I don't feel love. There are some cool things in this episode, I will admit. There were some cool things. I really liked the concept of the game. I really liked having our 4 like main crew members walking around trying to figure out what this game was and stuff. It was fun to see the challenges that were being presented in the game. I thought that some of them were pretty cool. The poison gas one with the drinks, that was a fun one. The hopscotch one was awesome because we got to hear all of our crew singing. Cisco actually has a nice voice, and I'm pretty sure that the guy who plays Cisco did like theater or something like that, so I guess it would make sense that he has a nice voice. But when I thought he was gonna sound like lame. I thought he was gonna sound like the way Kira sounds, basically like really strict and like she's like doing the job, you know what I mean? But no, like he actually kind of had a beautiful voice. So Cisco needs to sing. There needs to be an episode where Cisco just kind of sings, a musical Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode. Now that would be something I'd watch. Anyways, you know, everyone else's singing was, you know, mid, and Kira's was the worst. Kira sounded like the way I sing, you know, she can't sing. Everyone else at least could sing a little bit, but you know, I can't sing that well, as you're probably aware of from my intros. But yeah, I mean, I really like that aspect of the game. I thought that the new species of alien were interesting, albeit, you know, the only thing that they did in this episode was, let's play a game. Let's play a game. We're gonna leave now and we're gonna play a game. You know, that's kind of all they did. You had this though, which was kind of cool, like their thank yous and stuff like that, and their clapping like this was also interesting. I quite like in Star Trek the little details that the writers will give to alien species that you wouldn't normally think of doing, like clapping, for instance. You would just expect an alien to clap usually, but there's a little bit more thought put into the actions that a new species would do. So instead of like saying thank you, they say thank you like that, which I guess is more common. Like a lot of writers will make aliens say hello and thank you differently, but like for clapping, having them clap like this was just a nice little extra touch to remind you that, oh, they are this new species. I thought it was a very funny angle that the first contact, you know, first contact in every Star Trek show or movie or anything is very important, is very vital, is the fundamental mission of Starfleet. You know, Cisco is super prepared, he's very serious about it, and I thought it was really funny that they enter and they're like, okay, where's the games? Where's Quarks? Let's go party, boys, let's go parties. You know what I mean? I thought that was a very funny and interesting take. But you know, I think the thing that didn't work for me the most in this episode wasn't the aliens and they wanting to play games, and they're disinterested in making first contact with Bajorans and, you know, Starfleet and stuff like that. Or it wasn't the fact that the game didn't actually have any stakes for our characters. I thought it would have been cooler if there were stakes and then our 3 characters somehow managed to survive the game trying to kill it, which is like a super rare thing, and then Quark wins because of that. But it was actually Quark in this episode, and I thought there were some really good Quark moments in this episode, and then not even not good Quark moments in this episode, just weird moments for Quark in this episode. Like when Quark realized his friends were in danger for the first time, I thought that was an excellent moment. It really showed how much Quark cared for our cast of characters. I really liked it. It was very heavy. You could see the realization. You could see him stutter and try and stall and trying to figure this out in his mind, and I really liked that moment. It gave him this very humanizing angle, which we haven't really seen Quark have a lot of, because he's mostly just like a fun character, you know what I mean? He just haggles and, you know, harasses people. That's kind of what Quark does, and he's a lot of fun to be around. But that was one of the first like serious moments, and I thought it was very well done. But then the next time we see Quark, literally probably like 15 minutes in universe time, 20 minutes in universe time, he's like totally fine with it now. He's like is okay with taking them down. This is before Odo's like don't take them down the short path. And then Quark's like, no, look at the board. This is before that. This is the scene before that. And he's just like, he wants to take them down the shortcut path to make money. He doesn't care that his friends are there. He's totally chill with it. He doesn't look scared at all. It was just like this really weird character reversal. It almost felt like they were backtracking to keep Quark like this fun guy for the rest of this episode, because then later on in the episode when he's gonna do the shortcut and Odo says no, and he's like, no, look at the board, trust me, we can get them home in one move. When he says that and then makes the gamble again, he is a little bit scared, he is nervous, and then he starts groveling and crying and stuff like that. But he kind of like fluctuated between caring and not caring, and it was just very strange because the amount of care he had in the scenes that he cared for our characters, for like Dax and Kira and Bashir and Cisco, the amount of care that he had, he was like crying and begging on the floor at one point. But halfway through this episode, after he realized it was those 4 people, he didn't really seem to care. It was just like this weird, like, I feel like the writers forgot that he was supposed to care about our characters, you know what I mean? They just kind of wrote quirky, fun Quark instead of like serious Quark, which should have been for this episode. I don't know. That was like my biggest complaint, I guess. But overall, this was a fine episode. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It wasn't extinction level event like people were telling me. It wasn't like biblically bad. You know what I mean? It was just fine. I thought this was a fine episode. So honestly, disappointed that it wasn't bad, because I was expecting, like, I don't even know what I was expecting, but I was expecting the worst, and this was not the worst. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Remember, you can check out my Star Trek Deep Space Nine reactions for up to 3 weeks early on my Patreon, which, you know, if you want to be ahead of the game, 3 weeks early is very ahead of the game. And yeah, besides that, I will see you next week for episode 10 and 11 of season 1 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I feel like I didn't speak English there. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. See you then.